Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. If you like this content, please subscribe, click the thumbs up button, leave comments. I appreciate that stuff. So today I'm going to go over what I am buying now. This is simply what I'm doing, the chart patterns I'm seeing. It's kind of a market update, but there's a lot of opportunity out there right now, and I want to make sure I get these things in front of you. So what am I buying now? And what piques my interest? So I'm preparing now. Lots of these companies are going to break to the upside in terms of gold and silver and platinum. This is right before the big move happens. I'm preparing now, I'm cost averaging in, and I'm buying my companies. Obviously, this is just my opinion. Use your own judgment to make decisions for yourself and the companies that you want to be invested in. I'm simply stating what I am doing. So the first company is TUDOR Resources. What I'm showing you is it broke out to the upside of its chart pattern. We're getting a big move higher, and I'm not telling you that this is just going to go straight up. You're going to see pullbacks, you're going to see this thing cycle up and down, but it's going to go higher. The path of least resistance is higher when they break these chart patterns. So it looks very good, in my opinion, to be looking at TUDOR Resources, which is a royalty company. It's a very small royalty company up in the Golden Triangle. They own a lot of very good properties. I love this company because of those properties and all of the ounces that are up in those in the Golden Triangle in that area. Next is TUDOR Gold. They're they're an operator under the TUDOR royalty, and they're looking and exploring one of the properties in the Golden Triangle. This one's about to break out to the upside. You're probably going to see a gigantic move whenever gold or silver moves higher, and it's going to be a big move higher because it's going to break out of this gigantic chart pattern, which is just sitting right at the top of that pattern. This one's Discovery Metals. It's one of my favorite silver companies. Discovery Metals has over 1 billion ounces. They're located in Mexico. It's a safe jurisdiction. I like the company very much. Eric Sprott's a major holder of it, and it's right at the top of this chart pattern. When it breaks this chart pattern, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. I am loaded up. I'm ready for this thing. If this thing moves big, I'm adding lots of zeros to the account, baby. This is good. This is good. I love this company. It's a very good company. It does very well when the price of silver goes higher. You get a lot of leverage. So be careful if you're going into this. I am extremely stupid with some of my money in my account. I don't think this is a stupid investment. That's not what I'm saying. But it is highly leveraged. It does move quite a bit. So I'm loaded up. Think of this as an SM Energy type bet, if you're familiar with SM Energy. Next is Free Gold Ventures. This is another highly leveraged, they're an exploration company. They're up in Canada. They've got a very good property. They can find a lot of lower grade gold up there, millions of ounces probably. It's coming up. We've got a nice chart pattern here. Big up days, nice little pullback here. I was a big buyer in here. You got a lot of support down here. I bought a lot down here. We're heading up, and we're going to break out of this chart pattern. When it breaks, see you wouldn't want to be you, baby. This thing's going to be cheetah speed higher, all right? But it's got to break. If you want a low risk entry point, wait for the break. I'm stupid aggressive, so you might not want to do what I do and load up down here on the bottom of this wick down here like me. But I think it's going to go higher. I think it's going to test. You might see it come up a little bit, pull back, and then head higher. But depending on the price, I think this is going to go higher very soon. Here's Ely Gold. Again, I loaded up on Ely Gold. Coming down. We are just peeking out of this chart pattern on the upside. I think we're going to move higher. Gold and silver goes higher. These are going to look exceptionally good. I like Ely Gold a lot. I like the royalty company. I like Bill Sheriff, who's on the board. I like all that. Impact Silver Corporation. We're kind of chilling down here on the bottom. I'm cool with chill mode for a little while, but if silver takes off, this thing's going to be a rocket ship when it breaks out through 84, 85 and closes above it. And then you're just going to see it go higher. So Impact Silver, I like it. It's a very small company. If silver goes way higher, they're going to go way higher. Here's Intrepid Potash. I haven't talked about potash companies. Last bull market, I saw potash go ridiculous. Now, potash prices are not extremely high at the moment, but it looks like they're putting in bottoms. It's sitting right at the top of its chart pattern on top of this. If you want to diversify and you're looking at potash, Intrepid Potash, that's kind of I think it's a decent bet to get a little bit of money in if you want to. It's up to you, but IPI looks pretty good. Looks like it's putting in a bottom. And Mosaic Corporation. It broke out of its chart pattern, is back testing on the top rail. That's typically where I like to buy. Maybe it'll come back into this rail or into this chart pattern. Who knows, but it's a good one to look at if you're interested in potash production. And here's StillJ. If you like some of your indexes, StillJ is looking pretty good. It popped out to the upper side. If this is the pattern that we're looking at, which I think it is, popped out, little back test here, and I think it's going to go higher. I think we're going to see silver go higher Thursday or Friday, and it's probably going to be a pretty good move. So at least that's what I'm expecting. So if you like a fund, this is a junior silver ETF that you can go into, get some pretty good leverage without all of the risk, if that's what you're interested in. Here's Crew Energy. I like it. It's right up the top. It broke out. It back tests like this. This is a good spot to pick up, and I think you're going to see it go higher. Natural gas, the actual commodity, it doesn't look super good, but these things are going to move, or they're going to stay at the top of that rail for a little while and wait for natural gas to move higher. Here's Birch Energy. It looks like it was coming back up. Again, it's got to muster up the buying strength to break through this pattern here. Once it breaks, we're going to break up through this here. Once it breaks that, cheetah speed higher. Southwestern Energy, we're still at the top of this chart pattern here. It's still a really good spot to be buying and cost averaging in if that's what you want to do. So Southwestern Energy, I think, looks pretty good. It's a little bit larger company than some of the other ones that we're in. So it's good to diversify amongst some of these different market caps, but I think it's a good entry point for SWN. Again, this is just my opinion. These are the companies that I'm looking at. Doesn't mean that you have to go out there and load up on them. Do what is best for you and your portfolio and your risk tolerance. I am extremely risky with some of my money, and I'm ready to throw down. I'm heavily relying on my technical analysis, on my market conditions and my valuations in terms of ratios. I'm relying on that to be my compass and my guide, and I'm pushing the leverage very hard on small amounts of my money. I'm not putting in 50% of my portfolio in this. I'm putting in 10%, hoping that turns into 50, 60, 70% of my portfolio, because these things are going to outperform over this next commodity bull market, which we are still in its infancy. This isn't anywhere near an institutional phase yet. We are right at the smart money, buying this stuff cheap. We're scooping it up off the bottom of the barrel here. We are getting very extreme low prices, and ratios are extremely underpriced. We are going to kill it this next 5, 6, 7, 8 years, however long this bull market is, and however long those ratios start to tell and sell signs or flashing red signals saying, hey, look, this is getting overvalued, we need to get out. That is very far away. So get your favorite companies, gold, silver, all that stuff. Just keep cost averaging in. That's the plan, and that's the strategy. If you like this content, subscribe, click the thumbs up button. I appreciate you guys listening. This is Finding Value.